Okay, gonna try and be as brief as possible. There is a beautiful fragrance in the air today. My nasturtium are coming up, as well as those peas are doing great. All of my strawberries and everything are doing really, really well. Getting a little bit more being eaten off of my cabbage. I microwave my eggshells that I use in the microwave for about a minute. And then I, beat them with a potato masher and I sprinkle them around. It's great calcium and supposedly slugs hate it. My kales and everything are doing really, really well, as are my beets. We harvested some and had a salad yesterday. My bachelor's buttons are doing great. Looks like my azalea is about to bloom. This bed has very similar things going on with it. Leave that there, please. I don't know if you can see these azaleas here. These are large azaleas. I thought they were rhodies at first, but they're doing really well. I've got blossoms on my strawberries everywhere, but I haven't seen any yet. I purchased more onions. Got different things I've got planted back there. Again, more nasturtium coming up there. My rainbow chard is doing happy. New growth on my lavender. And garbage is floating into my yard. I've got more nasturtium poking up. These are not coming up so well. I don't have as much going on in this bed. I've planted some other things in here that we'll see how they do. My kale is just so happy, and I've stolen from it just a little bit. Looks like on the, I think these were columbines, we're going to get some things coming up here soon. There's kind of my mishmash of where I've put all of my my bulbs and tulips. Different things coming up. Some of them I'm not sure what they are over there. I've got my borage over there. I have direct seeded some of my tomatoes because none of them germinated inside, and I figured, well, I don't know, I'm going to just stick them outside because they're not doing well anyway. So I put some right there and right there. My salad, I stole from it a little bit yesterday, just kind of doing the cut and come again method. My broccoli has not yet been attacked by the slugs. I've got my romaine. I'm going to have to thin those soon. My bachelor buttons. I've got, not bachelor buttons, those are Sweet Williams, as are these. These are the ones that were not doing well at all. And they're much happier outside. I'm not exactly sure what the difference is, but they're happier. That's great. I've got my carrots. They're finally germinated. I planted those, I want to say, March. And they're just now poking up, getting those distinctive carrot leaves. Got some of the same thing going on over there. Again, I did those way before I put in my squares. So they're not very neat and tidy. I've got some onions of some sort. I believe that's a Sweet William. More of my lettuce. Cabbage, kale, and I gotta be brief. This was that spinach that I planted. I believe the butterhead lettuce was over there. I'm not seeing a whole lot. I think some of those might be weeds, but I can't tell yet. My spinach that I transplanted looks like it's trying to bolt. And then I had planted from seed my curry squash here, and it didn't do anything. And I finally got one to come up inside. Let's see if I go like this, you can see it. And I just moved him outside, and after it germinated inside, I didn't do much more. Oh yeah, my nasturtium coming up there. Woohoo! Our arbor. This was a beefsteak tomato that I bought at the local co-op. My snap peas, the ones that I planted and indoors, and the ones that I started from seed outdoors. My cabbage is doing wonderful. Radishes around it. The basil that I think has transplant shock I can't remember exactly what I've got planted over here. I'm pretty sure this was my, either my spinach or my butterhead lettuce. I've got more cabbage. This definitely is arugula, starting to get that distinctive leaf shape. I have more spinach, different seeds coming up, my beets. Some of them I tried, when I thinned them, I tried transplanting them, and they haven't appeared to die yet. And that's either my different kind of spinach or butterhead lettuce. I'll have to look. Beets, my red salad, more carrots, red leaf salad. I have nothing there. Spinach, which we've harvested from, and then again my really sad little kale. And this is romaine over here. Oh, it reminds me, there's my dino kale. It's getting some new growth on there. Again, I don't know why, but things seem to be doing much better outside than they are indoors. And then here was my tomato that I started from seed, just a red salad tomato. Okay, as briefly as possible, there's my lilac. So far our rain barrel has done nothing for us, and I just cut the top off of my sickly apple tree, and the leaves are still looking like there's issues there, at least on some of them. Let's see if I can trick it into focusing. They're just dwarfed and they're kind of wrinkly and brown, but at least it's looking better than it was, which makes me happy. I've been spraying it again. All I did is spray it with neem or copper. So none of the leaves are looking particularly happy. Some of them kind of are brown underneath, but at least it's not dead. This one, on the other hand, is doing much better. I always forget. The other one I think is a Honeycrisp apple. This one is a Rubinette. I have no idea what the Rubinette is, but I needed something that it could cross-pollinate with. The other apple tree, of course, is the one I was terribly interested in eating. My favorite apples are Pink Lady or Honeycrisp. That's where my asparagus that has done nothing was. My raspberries, which are getting little, helps if I aim properly, little things over in here. Looks like they're gonna produce soon. All of these are getting the same thing too. You can probably see them all over the place. Lots and lots of raspberries. Now this bed is doing almost nothing. I think next year I'm going to take this bed down and move it, because all it gets is the afternoon heat. I have some celery that I transplanted out, zinnia. My radishes are doing okay. There's my broccoli and my one marigold that I grew from seed. This is the mint that I'd purchased from the store. And over here, I can't remember exactly what I started from seed, but I remember I started something from seed. This one is a weed. I did have, there's one carrot that came up. Oh, 2. 3. So not a lot, but there's something. Ooh, 4, 5 carrots, and I had them planted all over around the edge. So, again, nothing much there. Still having all these beautiful white bells, and just waiting. So real quick, here's the rest of my celery that I've been growing just in the greenhouse. Here's some basil. It's getting a little bit of like a yellow tip on the leaf, maybe brown. More basil, more basil. These are cucumbers, which were doing fantastic, and I moved them out here. And a salvia. I think I'm going to move more outside here in a minute too. Okay, so real quick, here's my indoor seed starting. I think part of the problem is this mat may have been too warm. Even though it's, designed for starting seeds, I've had absolutely no luck keeping them, just moist, but consistently moist. I put this to helpfully block it, but I don't know if I need to keep them up here or what, but they're not doing anything. And it wasn't until I moved them up that some things started to germinate better. This basil, again, I got from the store. Let's see if I can get it in focus. There you go. You can see some of the roots that are in there. And down here, I've got mostly, you know, okay, this is Bee's friend. I've got to put him in a soil cube here soon. My little black-eyed Susan is doing absolutely nothing. Focus, please. A lot of my goji berries are doing good. My collards are doing good. Salvias are just hanging in there. So, and my peppers, I think I'm gonna move out too. But they're not doing great, but they're doing okay. So if you have any ideas how to make it better, let me know.